Yo, 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 yo. What is good, everybody? Dude, how hype? Dude, how hype is that music, man? How hype? I can't stop moving. How hype is that music, though? That's that Route 4 extended, remix. So, not remix, but extended. If you want to hear the full audio on that, that link is in the description below. But most importantly, what is going on, everybody? Anthony Thomas, Salty Sensei, George, Hinon DBX Gaming, Trey, what is good? Good to see you, man. Focobound, Gabriel, Marcus also in the building today, Sparkle, Elved, how is everybody doing today? Rar, welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome, thank you. No, I was trying to figure out what would be the music to choose for the countdown. The original Pokemon theme, come on, overused. I was gonna choose I'm Invincible. That's still my favorite theme, but I'm like, is that really what needs, is that really that Yort, does that really have that Yort feel? And I was trying to think of what game instrumentals I had, and I'm like, no, Route 4. I listened to that to get me through my finals in 2016. Granted, that was the same year I failed out of college, but at that time, it was motivational. All right, also the poker rap I thought of too, though. Inferno's also in the building, Raw in the building. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream, everybody. So, guys, this is my second movie review stream. Let's talk about Detective Pikachu. So, guys, for those that don't know, being that this is a review stream for the movie Detective Pikachu, there will be spoilers. So, if you've seen it, cool, you're good. If you haven't seen it, just know there's gonna be spoilers. So, if you don't care, cool. So, dude, that movie was great. We're just gonna start off with stating the obvious here. Ryan Reynolds as Detective Pikachu was beast. Ryan Reynolds as Detective Pikachu. That was a great choice, honestly, man. Man. Thank you very much for joining. That was a great choice. You won't watch it till the DVD. You gotta see it. Like, honestly, like, the effects were awesome. The effects in the movie were awesome. Like, there's a reason why. I realized because it was made by Legendary, which also did Inception. There was one scene that reminded me hella like Inception, man. The whole movie was actually really good. Hold on, because I have my camera reflecting on me. I don't like that. There we go. Now we're good. All right. Because I don't have to, it's weird when I look down for a second and then my movement is like reflected on me. So I'd rather not see that. So I just put a screen to put that. Awesome. So continuing on, man. So who here has seen it? And El Dúo de Forte, bienvenido. Always happy to have you. Who has seen it? Who here hasn't? Just curious on that. And let's start it off. Vortex Bolt also in the building. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. As long as you guys can hear me. No, probably just you. As long as you guys can hear me. Are you able to hear me on the... Yeah, no, you should be able to hear me. As long as you can hear me, turn your volume up. You've seen it? Awesome. Right. Make sure you can hear me. Check your volume because I haven't changed anything. And Samuel also in the building. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Now, I have seen this movie once, and I want to see it. More than that. Number one, let's just start off with the negative. I'm going to start off with a personal negative. One negative was my theater ran out. There was supposed to be an exclusive card. My theater ran out of cards, man. I was furious. I was like, come on, man. I'm not going to yell it at the workers that get paid $10 an hour. They don't need to go through that. I was like, come on, someone screwed up. So I missed out on the cards. I'm so sad. And I even got cards in the Yu-Gi-Oh movie that came out like over a decade ago. And I couldn't even get a card for this. I'm so sad. Yes, I'm 20-something years old being sad about not getting a Pokemon card. Walmart, however, on May 18th will have a Detective Pikachu poster and an exclusive Bulbasaur card. Stay tuned. No, Marcus, that's up to you. No, I promise. I'm not trying to sound like I'm begging for one. I'll look it up on eBay or something one day if I really want it. So, negative was, this isn't like a huge negative, but I'm starting off with the negatives first. At one point, you could tell the effects were like, at one point, like some parts of the movie, I go like, okay, I can see it's a little fake, but the majority of the movie, and I'm talking about way over 90%, I was impressed with the effects. It was insane. It's great to have you, Inferno. Seriously, it's great to have you, man. Make sure you update all this on your iPhone. Fair enough. The main character's name is Tim. Not Ash, it's Tim. I thought Justice Smith did a hell of a job. We're all talking about Ryan Reynolds, who's awesome. Justice Smith is definitely an up-and-coming name. I think he might be in more movies. Ken Watanabe, I always liked him from Inception. I think he may not have had like that major of a role, but at the same time, I thought he was great. So Vortex gives it a 6.5. RAR says solid 8 out of 10. Honestly, I'm probably gonna have to go with 8 out of 10. Like the story it was an entertaining movie. One of the I loved number one. I loved that Psyduck. I loved Psyduck, and of course, obviously Pikachu. I saw it. I read it, Samuel. But no, guys, don't beg me to read stuff. I already saw. But what was I gonna say? I was also gonna tell you guys. Well, let's start off with the negatives. The negatives. So the character's name was Tim. That I can tell you. That was not a negative. I'm just gonna let you know that. You know, hang on. Let me. You know what? Let's forget the negatives. Let's figure out the positives. The Torterra scene was awesome, but I did see that though, Sammy. I did see that. How can people make one, but they can't make Sonic look good? Here we go. That is the topic of discussion right now. So let's is that a new meme or something? No. Actually, that's an old ass meme. I'm just realizing it now. That's an old ass meme. So back to where it was. Yeah, the effects were insane. Back to the effects. They were insane. So Sonic, they played the Sonic trailer, and people in the theater were like, "What the hell is this? What is this?" And then Detective Pikachu, you know, obviously those effects were awesome. You know, like every Pokemon looked, you know, what you would expect for realistic Pokemon. You know, they weren't like too CGI, but it wasn't. They weren't gonna make it like super realistic, where Pikachu literally looks like a rat. Like no, were there actual Pokemon? Yeah, of course. But I'm biased, so 10 out of 10, right? Yeah, I'm a huge Pokemon fan myself, so 12 out of 10, bro. No, I'd probably say 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I'm very easy to entertain. It did entertain me for sure. And it, you know, that was definitely great. There was definitely a plot twist, like, which I kind of saw it. I kind of saw it coming, but at the same time, I was like, I didn't say anything, but I kind of saw. Are there actual Pokemon battles? Kind of. Detective Pikachu itself, the game wasn't, well, there's kind of, it's not how you would expect it. There's Pokemon battles like in the background, things like that. I mean, in background scenes, and one part which kind of has like an underground Pokemon battle, because the town they're in, remember, the town they're in, guys, Pokemon and people work together, so there's really no battling. And I'm trying to remember the name of the city. That was one cool thing. What do you mean, The Hustle? Is that a movie? I have not seen that. The Hustle? I have not seen that. What was I gonna tell you guys as well? The city, the effects of the city were so cool. And let's see, let's get down to business. Let's get down to business though. So basically, Detective Pikachu was a fun movie, and I'm gonna go ahead and actually do a, kind of lay out the stream. We'll talk about it from the beginning to now. Basically, I'm gonna try to do that. Like I said, I wanted to make sure my next stream was less than my last one. So, what it was for those that don't know, of course, Tim, the main character, does not have a Pokemon. And of course he goes, that's where he meets Detective Pikachu after he finds out about his dad's death, as we find out later. Pikachu drinking coffee was one of the hilarious things. Psyduck killed me as well. Infernos, you're heading out. Hey, great to see you, man. I'm going to be out this week later playing Rocket League. You're more than welcome to join. Feel free to join anytime, okay? Pikachu drinking coffee was honestly hilarious. The Red Joan, what's that about? I saw Pikachu vs. Charizard in a trailer. Yeah, okay, that's part of it as well. And Psyduck killed me. Psyduck was hilarious. Psyduck was one of the funniest parts as well. The beginning scene was hilarious and a great intro. Facts. 100% facts. You're gonna hear an echo for a second. There we go, echo gone. Alright, yes, the beginning scene was definitely a great start as well with the Cubone and how he's like, what was it? Oh, something about wearing a dead relative's head on their face. I found that funny. And once, this was not in the beginning, but this was funny. When he understood Pikachu, he said like something like, I put something in my nose and now I understand him. And it was, they give him a weird look. And they give him a weird look after he says, I put something in my nose, and now I can understand him. I was like, okay, I see with the code jokes. It's got some mature jokes. I like it. Lickitung was in the movie as well. The Lickitung scene, we can't forget that one. But so the gas though, with the gas that had an R, so I thought that was gonna be Team Rocket right there. I'm like, yo, we got Team Rocket appearing in the movie. How crazy is this? We're about to get Team Rocket appearing in the movie. But no. But it might have been worse. It might have been more evil than Team Rocket, dare I say so. Excuse me. So, basically, Continuing on from that, the Mr. Mime going from the R. Them interrogating Mr. Mime was hilarious. The whole Mr. Mime and Dark, as it was pointed out in the movie, and Dark. But can you imagine though if Jesse and James actually did show up at the Ditto Eyes? Remember the girl? Remember the main girl with the Ditto Eyes? Oh my god, that was creepy, dude. That was creepy. There was a live action Pokemon movie trailer on YouTube. There was a live action Pokemon movie trailer on YouTube that had I think it had Jesse James, Ash, Misty, and Brock. I'm very happy they didn't do that. Number one, the anime clothes that they wore in Indigo League in live action would look really cheesy, and I would not be able to get over that. Number two, I'm glad they made new characters. Mine was Shaggy clutched his bro. Oh, I didn't even notice that. That's hilarious. What was the story? Did they need Detective Pikachu? Detective Pikachu was trying to find out who he was, basically, and they were trying to find Tim's dad, who was really alive. Granted, Tim's dad was there all that time. Continuing on from that though, what was I gonna tell you guys as well? So that's in regard to the R. Well, let's go ahead and also talk about the battle scene, that underground battle scene with Charizard. Charizard looked like a beast in live action, and then with the R getting, I was gonna say riled up for lack of better words, but Charizard going crazy. I don't know. I can't get over the effects, man. I cannot get over the effects. I'm gonna jump ahead. Yeah, there we go. Can you guys hear me? Is it better? Is it good? The hell did that happen for? Is it coming out fine? It was coming out fine before I started. Is it coming out fine? Good. Awesome. I don't know what. Thank you for pointing that out, because I would have sucked if I went talking an hour and didn't have a mic the whole time. If there's ever something wrong, like how Thomas said earlier, that my mic seemed a little low, how Roar said the audio went down, please don't ever hesitate to tell me. Now, unless the wrong thing is oh, you look really ugly today. No. Chill with that. But if there's ever something wrong, the audio seems off, the music in the background is too loud, you can barely hear me, the mic seems off, my mic is too loud, things like that, please don't ever hesitate to let me know, because, like I said, I want the stream to be good. I don't want it to be shit, I don't want someone to come down. I want it to be good. So don't ever hesitate to let me know if something's up, okay? And if I question, don't get offended. I'm just curious. That means I'm just pressing for more info. I'm curious what there is. So I thought people get Pokemon when they're 10. Why didn't you have one? Well, number one, even in the show and games, not everyone has to be a Pokemon trainer, remember. Sweater strings are uneven, GG. See, if someone said that, it's wait a second. However they might be, they probably are a tad uneven anyway. I like them to be as even as I can. So you felt Charizard was made too scaly. I liked that, because I guess Charizard is, wannabe dragon, but I didn't mind. Charizard's design, none of the designs in the movie threw me off, and that's a positive. Unlike that other video game movie coming out, the designs didn't throw me off. That's a positive. Coming out, yeah. So the Charizard didn't throw me off, in my opinion. And let me see here. What else was I missing here? Oh yeah. So basically the story was. Oh no, I did say that. Oh yeah, we were on Charizard being scaly. That's right. Riley, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's everything going for you? So another thing with that is what were we talking about here? So yeah, Mewtwo. That's where it was when it cut off. Mewtwo. I was saying I thought it was cool that Mewtwo. Yes, Gengar's design was sick. Mewtwo was good. I thought that was great. Some people might argue, oh, Mewtwo was good in the first movie. Well, number one, I still think Mewtwo's bad in the first movie, because why? He messed up, he realized he was wrong, and then forgot everyone's memories. It's like a school bully, realizing they bullied everyone. Let me just make the people I bullied forget what they went through. so they can forget it. No, you don't just make the people forget and that makes you good again. So I was worried that Mewtwo, after everything, was going to make everyone forget like he did in the first movie. I hate that. I'm glad he didn't do that. Yeah, there is going to be spoilers, as it says in the title. There are spoilers. But Sonic is getting redesigned. Yes, that'd be great. On Fire, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. And yeah, you didn't want, no worries. Like I said on Discord, anyone is welcome to hang. But remember, there are spoilers. No problem. Thanks for joining though. Hey, I'll be back later. Not tonight probably, but another day I'm doing some more streams. Mewtwo in this movie, yes, that movie focused on him, while this one wasn't entirely about him. Yes, and I like Mewtwo as well. I agree, he was awesome. It would have been cool if Mewtwo's voice was fine, but the one positive I will say about Pokemon, the first movie, is Mewtwo's voice sounded epic. And it would have been cool if they used the same voice actor. I had no problem with the voice they used. Was the best Pokemon in the movie? What's the best Pokemon? I didn't see Umbreon in the movie, so I guess not. But Sonic is getting to redesign. Yeah, and that's fine. But some people think it's going to be as easy as stretching the eyes, Control C, and then Control V onto every frame. It's not that easy. They got to redo everything. Lucario, yeah, you said best Pokemon, so you're wrong there. But at the same time, I don't recall. Was Lucario in the movie? There was a Riolu, right? Or am I going crazy? No. I don't know. I don't remember. Huh. I actually don't remember. Everyone just likes the Sonic. Oh, hell yeah, dude. The Flareon design was cool, but at the same time, there you go. Speaking of Umbreon, when Eevee was evolving, I'm like, no, why Flareon, dude? Ew. I was like, ew. There's so many better cool ones to evolve into. You look pimp. You look like Yordi. But what was I gonna say? Is the only one that isn't duplicated. Yup. And yeah, that was cool how they showed the creation of Mewtwo and in that scene, like the explosion, how they made it look similar to the first movie in regard to how he escapes. Now one thing was, or Ash Greninja was not. There was nothing with Ash in the movie. So no, Ash Greninja was, but there were Greninjas, but those were in the trailers. The Torterra scene, though, after the Greninja was cool. The Torterras are supposed to be large, and I almost forgot about that for a second. So the Torterras are trying to make larger Torterras. And they weren't really that large. So I forgot about it later until you see the giant Torterras, and they looked real. The giant Torterras looked real. And as one of my friends put it, and I was thinking it too, is that when the earthquake scene was happening, how it looked like Inception when the ground was coming up like that. It reminded me of Inception, and I thought that was awesome. No, there were Pokemon from all generations except Gen 8, but other than that, there was Pokemon from all generations, and that was great. Because it wasn't, as we saw in the trailer, it wasn't just Gen 1, it was all generations. And that's what I'm glad they didn't just make it, again, I'm glad they didn't just make it a Generation 1 movie, a Gen 1 movie. I'm really happy they didn't do that, because that was something I was scared about. That they were just going to make it Gen 1 all the way. I'm so glad they didn't do that. So basically, the Psyduck, actually, but in regard to the Torterras, the Psyduck headache explosion was epic, though. Can we agree with that? Though? That Psyduck, the Psyduck was hilarious, but the Psyduck headache scene was awesome. I'm sure we'll get a number 2. The Psyduck headache scene, like the explosion scene, was awesome. But back to where was that? That was such a cool scene. It really was. Basically, once we go down, let's go down a bit here. I know right now we're more talking about the plot and everything. We learned how Mewtwo, no Detective Pikachu spoilers. On a stream that says Detective Pikachu with spoilers? I don't know, unless that's a joke, I don't know. But yeah, what's up, Reddit? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. This is a review stream with spoilers. Remember, it says in the title and description, and on Discord. Unless your comment was sarcasm, I didn't notice. Video Game Maniac and Armando, how are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Misty Frustration Flashbacks, that's funny. Sid Thomas, thanks for joining, man. I know I started super late today. No, I'm making sure, Reddit. I'm making sure. Because I think I'm pretty sure in the endgame stream, someone said that seriously. Hold up, let me just make sure. Let me make sure. No, it was good. I'm just making sure. Yeah, it was like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 for me as well, Video Game Maniac. And I can feel it in my jellies. I see you with that quote, Armando. That was great. There's so many great quotes. That was one I can feel it in my jellies. Just one of the other ones was like, I know I got it wrong, but I mentioned it earlier. Was something got in my nose. Something got in my nose, and now I hear Pikachu talking, and that was great. I'm surprised at what they did with Mewtwo. Yeah, I'm glad they made Mewtwo good. Because, yeah, no, like I said, I did not like, there's a lot of things I have issues with the first movie. For example, I have many, many issues with the first movie. As I said, how Mewtwo does all his bad, learns his lesson, and then after learning his lesson, instead of, facing the consequences, screw that. I'm going to make everyone else forget. And I really was scared that Mewtwo in this movie was going to make everyone forget about what happened. And that would have really pissed me off. I hate endings like that. I really do. But no, that didn't happen. But it's like a school bully realizing they were wrong, and instead of facing their consequences, nope, everyone I bullied, let me just make them forget. So it's off my conscience. I don't remember how the teeth on Mewtwo looked. I guess I thought nothing of it. I guess I just rolled with it. It's like, yes, like a cop-out. Yes. Marcus got it right. Yes. It is exactly like a cop-out. Mewtwo's in the first movie, not in this movie. Mewtwo's a B. Mewtwo's a B because he can't deal with what he did and makes everyone forget. It still bothers me. I don't care how old that movie is. It still bothers me, man. That movie's going to be 10 years old, though, soon. 10 years old. I don't know when it was released in Japan, but it was released in November 1999 worldwide. So that was cool. So he even did a Mewtwo. Of course he did a Mewtwo Returns. He's a B. He's a BITCH. He's a cucking funt, so that's what he is. Surprised Mewtwo was taken over, right? No, yeah, that was crazy. That Mewtwo was taken over. That was crazy. No, seriously. The fact that they got, Mewtwo was taken over, it happened. But the Ditto also, I know we talked about it a little bit. The Ditto, the Ditto scenes with the eyes, how that one girl wearing glasses and then she took them off, you see Ditto eyes. That was creepy, but cool. They nailed that creepiness factor in a PG movie. I was so happy. Basically what happens down, it does have a really happy ending, though. I'm very, very happy about that as well. How crazy is it, though? And I had no problem. I still, one thing that, this doesn't bother me, is just, I still see Ryan Reynolds as a really young actor, right? I know he's been around for a while, but he's an actor, so when he comes out and I looked it up now, yeah, he's 42. So he's more than old enough to have a son in their 20s, for sure. But it's still weird with Ryan Reynolds portraying a dad with a grown son. Like, I especially because in Deadpool, he just had what happened in Deadpool? No, wait, was the girl pregnant? I'm trying to remember. No. I haven't seen Deadpool 2, and I gotta rewatch Deadpool 2. But regardless, you get my point. The end credits had me smiling with that Pokemon nostalgia, right? But at the same time, it wasn't, they didn't go for just the Gen 1 nostalgia. I'm not saying that you meant that. I'm just saying I'm glad they had all the generations. I did see a tweet, it was on our gatekeeping. Someone said they saw Pancham in the movie. And then this tweet said, no, shut up, kid. Only Pokemon between generations 1 through 3 exist. I'm like, who is that much of an idiot to think that? Like, that's so ridiculous. That is so ridiculous. Continuing on as well is, so I wonder what there's gonna be. Apparently, so I did look up some ratings. Seemed that kind of, the whole people being Pokemon threw me off for a bit. Gotcha. What was I gonna say? There is gonna be a sequel, Greninja's Gen 6. Yep. They had Gens 1 through 7. Yes, they had Gens 1 through 7 in there because I know I saw Comfy. So they had Gens 1 through 7 in there. So I thought that was really awesome. And what was I going to say as well? They are going to do some sort of sequels more. I was reading it that this was, I guess more according to Reddit, that even if this is a mild success, this shows that, there can be more Pokemon live action movies catered more towards the video games too, and not just an obscure video game like Detective Pikachu. Mewtwo being possessed by an old man I think that surprised all of us, honestly. But it just showed the technology they had was insane. But yeah, I was like, no, not Mewtwo. And then I'm like, damn it, their plan will work. Their plan will not be foiled. It did like that. It was a happy ending though, and I'm glad. Like I don't know how I'm gonna feel if knowing that Detective Pikachu is supposed to be Tim's dad. I don't know how I'm gonna feel if if he just stays inside Pikachu, even though that would mean Detective Pikachu 2. But number 2 was Tim will be the Pikachu in there. Nice. So yeah, number 1 was in regard to Pikachu. Yeah, knowing that was Tim's dad, I don't know how I'd like it if that would still be if for Detective Pikachu 2. But I'm glad they made, his dad actually come to life in his own body as well. And so that was definitely a good choice there. And it makes me wonder, will they still keep the same characters? I'd love to see Ryan Reynolds, whether as a Pokemon voice or himself in a Pokemon movie, because we know he did an amazing job. And we know he could still do it. We know he would still be able to play the part. They don't have to follow a strict storyline, so endless possibilities. Facts. The way they made the Pokemon, putting the research on... Yes, Armando's got it right. Kind of reminds me of that other video game movie coming out, where it seems like they just didn't listen to anyone. However, until recently. But yes, facts, Armando. So I hope to see the Lucario in it. That'll be cool. I'd be down to see an Umbreon myself. Mama Slayer is also in the house today. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. How's everything? I was actually just at Mama Slayer's stream earlier. We ended up raiding Lunar. I caught the end of it. So it's good to see you. Good to see you. Hope all is going well with you. We're just right now we're having, well, for those that don't know, for anyone that just walked in here as well, or joined in, we're having a Detective Pikachu discussion stream. There are spoilers, of course. So if you have not seen the movie, and you're cool with spoilers, awesome. If you have seen it, awesome. Regardless, thank you very much for joining. I'm doing very well. Just got back home. As mentioned previously, I got back home today. I drove from Miami. I ended up doing a drive. I streamed on Friday, and I did a drive from 9. I left at like 9 something here in Orlando, and I got back home at like 1. I was like, geez. There was no Onix. Wow. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, because Onix was big in the original series. So, but I guess I don't know. Yeah, they didn't have Onix, but at least they had a lot. They had Comfy. Like, they had so many other Pokemon that I wouldn't have expected to be in there. Comfy was there. Who else? I'm trying to remember other Pokemon that I was like, wow. The mushroom, or not the mushroom, the onion looking one. There was one Pokemon that even my friend had trouble remembering the name, as do I, because I can't remember it now. The Bulbasaur scene was great. I'm a Bulbasaur fan, so the Bulbasaur scene was great. Surprised they didn't have Mega Evolutions. Facts. I didn't even put that together. Facts. I can't believe. But maybe later on. Morlul. That's right. Morlul. Yes. Morlul was it. Yeah. You brought it too. Nice. Mega Evolutions would have been cool, but we can't ask for too much. It's the first movie, but at the same time, if they had them in the lab with that Charizard Mega evolving, that would have been cool. Video Game Maniac says the director spent 2 years analyzing animal movements to make the Pokemon feel real. Even talked with the creators of Pokemon. Sonic didn't. Yeah, wasn't the creator of Sonic even not a big fan of it? Of the Sonic, movie? Of how it came out? Of how the design was? But no, that's... They did a really good job. That's what I'm saying. And I mean, the Pokemon Company... Well, I was going to say the Pokemon Company worked with the movie, but Sega's working with Sonic movie, so I guess that doesn't mean anything, but... I think they made the right move with it, though. Smash Bros. Cinematic Universe? Yo, can you imagine? I muted the mic just so I could mute my cough. I knew I was about to cough. Like an idiot, I unmuted it after I finished drinking, and you guys heard my cough. Apologies. Can you imagine a Pokemon Cinematic Universe, though? A Smash Bros. On the real, though, I wouldn't be opposed to a Smash movie, but that cannot be live action. If they made a Smash movie somehow, that cannot be live action, because that's going to be screwed up. I can't imagine. I can't see I can't see Mario live action. Like a Mario with Yoshi and Ridley. No, they can make Ridley look cool in live action. However, you get my point. Definitely, if they're, I know your comment was in jest, but if they ever come out with a Smash Bros. Cinematic Universe, that cannot be what's that called? That cannot be, oh my gosh, how do I call it? Animated. Coming on to this next comments here as well. Pokemon directed by Peter Jackson. Oh, dude, that would be insane. Oh no, I was just moving around to more center myself. Yeah, no, I'm good. I haven't even drank that much sugar or anything today. Sometimes I'll move around too much, but I try to keep myself still. I'm also trying not to speak too quick in case anyone watches this after the fact. I know speaking a little quick, and sometimes with movie reviews, since it's not something I do often, sometimes I'll talk a little too quick in the beginning and I'll have to like catch myself and slow down. Because when I stream regular with a game, I talk normal. But sometimes with a review, it's a completely different setting for me. So sometimes I'll talk a little bit too quick, a little bit too excited, and I tell myself I have to slow down. Caleb and also El Kate are in the building. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to the stream. You see, so there were parts from the video game. That's awesome. It is a long time. Great to see you, man. That is awesome that because I've never played the Detective Pikachu video game. Was never really interested. Like, it looked nice in the trailers for it. I was like, I'm not really interested in playing it. However, I knew about Detective Pikachu because I know a lot of people when the trailer came out were like, Detective Pikachu? What kind of idea is this? No, I knew about Talking Pikachu. I knew about that from the game. So that would be cool. I seen Detective Pikachu and Mewtwo looks amazing. Mewtwo was awesome. Like I said, I thought Mewtwo was cool. No worries, Mitchell. Great, welcome to the stream. How's everything going for you? Welcome. Good to have you here. Yeah, you didn't like how Charizard looked. Someone else in chat was also saying Charizard appeared a little too scaly. I liked how Charizard looked. I didn't really catch anything off with Charizard. Like I thought they made him look perfect. Like none of the Pokemon's designs appeared off to me. Like there were a couple scenes in the movie that I was like, okay, this looks fake. I can't think of any by example, but there were a couple scenes in the movie that I'm like, okay, yeah, this definitely looks fake. But I wasn't gonna be, this is fake. I hate it. Damn it, doing that voice makes me cough now. So the cards, the cards. I got no cards. My theater ran out. I saw it the second day. I saw it Saturday, dude. My theater. I saw it in the day. I saw it at 2:45. My theater ran out. It was so sad. My friends told me later on because I got it via the Adam app, and so I didn't have to worry about it being sold out. There was a lot of people, but it wasn't sold out in my area. Then again, I saw it during the day. But hey, Marcus, I appreciate you. Yeah, same. I might buy them on eBay. What cards did you guys get though? Did you guys get any cards in the movie? I might buy, honestly, if I care. They're gonna give a bulb for those that don't know. There's a tweet on the Pokemon Twitter for you can verify yourself if you don't believe me. Participating Walmarts, they're gonna have. I don't know if this is U.S. only or not though, so that you'd have to check. They're gonna have a Bulbasaur card and a Detective Pikachu poster. So I'm definitely gonna be buying those. Excuse me, I'm definitely going to be getting those. I want to make sure I can do that. The opening night, the one closer to Tampa. Nice. I forgot if I told you. I was actually in Tampa a couple weeks back. It was only for a day. But I can always buy the rest on eBay. No, I did read that. Tyler's in the building today. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. The Gyarados. Gyarados was awesome. And Charizard was scared of the Gyarados. I don't know. But that was awesome, man. I have a Detective Pikachu poster. You bought it at Walmart? Nice. I don't know if the one that's going to be free, or maybe, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it said free, but I don't know if it's going to be like full size or not, because that'll be a cool poster. I've always wanted movie posters, just never had them. People already have them for sale on eBay. Oh, dude, I'm sure. You watched on release day, wasn't really packed since it was during school. Nice. See, I wish I could have seen a release day, but that was the day I was going to Miami. I was really excited to see it. And I'm glad I still saw it the day after release day. So that was fun. People already have them for sale on eBay. That's insane, man. That is really insane. But believable. Yeah, some people, it's facts. It's like anything that has a limited edition, people will go for it because the thing on their mind is eBay sales. But then again, I guess that's almost anyone. People will play through a game story just to make a review video. Or hell, people might watch a movie to make a review stream. That's not why I watched it, but I felt I might as well do a review stream. I thought that'd be a fun idea. Cool idea, you know what I mean? But no, Marcus, I appreciate you with that earlier compliment as well. In terms of Pokemon talent, though, I would definitely be several notches above that. Let's be real here. I used to do competitive, but I haven't done competitive in months. Trying to think what else. basically a couple other things with the movie that were fun. Let's see. A couple other things with the movie that were fun was, what else was there? I'm trying to figure that out, because there were, like I said, there were a lot of great things with the movie that I know I'm missing out. I'm trying to remember. I know I told you guys about the art, but like the effects. The effects was one of the greatest things though. I hope to be when Sword and Shield drop. Nice, dude. I cannot wait for a Sword and Shield to drop as well. That's gonna be a fun game as well. You know, I know this isn't Detective Pikachu related, but are you guys planning on getting Sword and Shield? I definitely will. It's coming out for the Switch. It's gonna be. I would like to get both, but it's not. I also want to get Super Mario Maker 2. That's gonna be a good one too. Super Mario Maker 2 as well as Sword and Shield. Those are the games I'm looking forward to right now. Of course, Super Mario Maker 2 will come out this June, which is crazy. It's only a month from now, and I really don't know that much about the game. One thing that is canon in the Detective Pikachu universe is one thing that's canon in the Detective Pikachu universe is the Pokemon theme song. Detective Pikachu was singing it. The actual original Pokemon theme song is canon in the Detective Pikachu universe. How awesome is that? I'm deciding on the starters yet. Might want to see their Final Evolutions verse. Yeah, I feel you there. I love the hidden adult jokes in the movie. Facts. I did mention the cocaine one. I know there were a couple others. I'm trying to remember them, but the coke one made me laugh like hell. I probably laughed. There was. Oh my god. Oh, dude, I was worried. I was so worried, and I'll tell you why. There was this. Try not to move that much, but I'm trying to stay more centered. There was the one scene where they played that like old black and white movie. I don't remember what the movie was called because I don't know the name of the movie. But whatever, so they played it. It was in the background for a few seconds. One of my friends that we saw it with laughed super loud when that came up. And for like 10 seconds. And no BS, he was the only person laughing. Whether it was made to be a scene that went over people or not, I'm not saying he can't laugh. And I'm not saying he can't laugh a long time. And he laughed loud. I was just worried like, shut. People are going to tell him to shut up. People are going to come up to him. No one did. But he laughed loud, and he was the only one laughing at that part. Like I said, they showed like it was like in the background, or when one scene started, like right, the first thing they showed was like this movie, black and white movie, and I think it was a detective movie, or was it Home Alone? I don't know, but something. And he was laughing loud, and I'm like, oh please stop laughing ASAP, because someone was gonna. I overthink things clearly, but regardless though. Regardless, it definitely did. I was, hoping for an end credits scene. That's what it was. Home Alone, right? That's the, I think that movie, that was from Home Alone. That's what I thought that was. That was from Home Alone. Okay. That's what I thought it was. Is that Home Alone? Okay. Yeah. So he was laughing like crazy for that. It was a good reference, I'm not gonna lie. But now that I see it's confirmed in chat. But oh my god, he was legitimately in a big theater. He was the only one laughing because no one caught the reference or whatever. And I was like, duh, someone's gonna say something. No one did. But I just didn't want there to be problems. I don't like problems. Tristan's also in the building. What's up, Tristan? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. How's everything? So yeah, that was a good reference. I'm trying to think of other Easter eggs or other things. I'm trying to think if I caught anything. I tried looking at certain details. I couldn't notice any Easter eggs. Like if someone noticed any Easter eggs, let me know here. I got a big smile. Oh, the Pokemon card binder, that was sick. So like I said, the Pokemon theme and also Pokemon card collections. That's canon. Imagine that we just collect cards of animals in real life. Like that's canon. Pokemon card collecting is canon in that universe, but which makes no sense since Pokemon are real. Just like the Pokemon theme. Like imagine if there was an animal theme. Animals, gotta beat them all or something like that. Imagine there was a theme about putting animals in fights with each other. You'd be in jail. You would be in prison. Tristan asks, are you gonna do video game streams? Yeah, you play a lot of Rocket League actually. I just played Rocket League yesterday. I'm definitely gonna be playing again this week and might do some more Pokemon streams as well. I haven't done that in a while. Yeah, that'd be Mike Vick's theme. Facts. Joke copyrighted by Marcus. But your collection dwarfs that one though. Same. I have a pretty solid collection. Granted, it's all in a trash bag, but I'm not trying to throw it away. I don't know where to put it because I don't have a binder for it. But I do have a collection of Pokemon cards that I just did to collect, and like I said, they're not anywhere except in a trash bag. Not crushed, but they're in a trash bag. And not to throw out, but they're in a trash bag. You're the only one watching, but if you're not, so it's all good. Gotcha. Yeah, the Pokemon card binder, the Pikachu bed scene was hilarious. It's like kind of creepy. Like imagine if someone had like a bed made, with a dog theme, and then their dog could talk. I don't know why. It just sounds funny. Sounds funny in my head. Yeah, but that was funny. That was funny. And then him doing all that detective work in the beginning, looking like a serial killer and stuff. That was funny. Hey, Pre-Built Snow Plays in the building. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. The movie was amazing. It was hilarious. It really and like I said, the story was pretty decent too. Pretty enjoyable. No, definitely a fun movie as well. Definitely an enjoyable movie. Definitely worth watching, no doubt. Like I said, I'm still sad that I couldn't get the cards from it. It turns out a lot of people I know's theaters, or I think some people said in chat, or who was I speaking with? A bunch of people I know that couldn't get their cards. I'm like, damn it, man. I really want it. I was hoping these theaters would be... I was on Discord. I was really hoping these people would be more prepared. I don't think it's the Pokemon, the makers of the movie. I think it's the theaters. I don't know. Yeah, Pikachu did say Arceus. Pikachu did. But if Mewtwo is the most powerful being, and then... I don't know. I was a little confused with the lore on that. Because I think if Mewtwo was supposed to be the most powerful, but then it was Arceus, so I didn't know. But he probably did say God. I did like that he said, oh my Arceus, I think he said. That was funny. That was funny, though. Your stepdad fell asleep in the cinema. That's funny. Wait, but it was actually, I know how that is. Whenever we saw, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, right? When I was, when we were younger. Mother Arceus. Couldn't remember. Mother Arceus. Thank you. When I saw the Yu-Gi-Oh movie back in 2005, my parents couldn't give a damn for Yu-Gi-Oh. My mom fell asleep. She took my brother and I to watch the movie. My mom fell asleep in that movie. But this movie seems like, it's good for even adults that don't even know anything about Pokemon. Like, it was actually funny. But I could be wrong because of my bias. Me being a big Pokemon fan myself. I grew up on Pokemon for years. My first Pokemon game was Leaf Green. And like I said, I've been a fan since then. But yeah, so he did say Arceus. He did say, I know some people are going to be like triggered. It's pronounced Arceus, but it doesn't bother me, man. They said they did very well with the lore. And it was pronounced Arceus at one point, and then they switched to Arceus, if I'm right. I have to see the history on the pronunciation. You can catch, yeah. Even though, what's that called? Speaking of, what was I going to say? I don't remember. Use the strongest Pokemon you can catch without action replay. I remember those days, man. I used to feel so proud of myself for having an action replay. And then you realize, no, you just trash at a game if you can only use an action replay to build your teams. Don't do that anymore. I promise you guys. I'm a good man. LK says, Pokemon Detective Pikachu movie was the best movie I've seen. I'd definitely buy it when it comes to DVD. I'd totally freak out once I saw Mewtwo in the beginning of the movie. And I love Pokemon. Yeah, no, it was awesome. Seeing Mewtwo was awesome. Slaking's based, yeah, if Slaking didn't have, what's the, I know it says Slaking's loafing around, I could do it. Truancy, isn't it Truancy? No, it's not true. What's its ability? Man, it's been so long since I've done competitive. What is Slaking's ability? Regardless, yeah, Slaking has, Slaking is beast. Slaking could be, but if it didn't have, its ability, it'd be a freak. Truant, thank you. Thought it was Truant. Thank you. I couldn't even remember. Yeah, Slaking was, what's that called? I used to wonder, like, I remember back in the day, just going off a tangent here, when I battled Norman and didn't know anything about competitive back when I first started playing. So when I battled Norman and it would say Slaking is loafing around, I'm like, really? They have the gym leader who has a Pokemon that doesn't listen to him? Like, really? But no, obviously it turns out that's not the case. I was going to tell you guys as well, what was I going to say? Continuing on from that, thank you guys. Real quick, just saw another tangent here. I see we're very close to 15 likes. Thank you guys very much for liking the video. I appreciate you. You're out there. Yeah, no, it's an easy Pokemon to beat. And let's talk about other scenes from the movie. And it does have, looking at the reviews here, Rotten Tomatoes has a 64%. So that's pretty solid as well. What's the 64% is not bad. What's the IMDb ratings for Detective Pikachu? That I do not think it was pretty high. Let me see. 7.1 out of 10, not bad. And 52% on Metacritic. Damn, haters. Haters, man, haters. Haters. But Mewtwo's your favorite Pokemon? Nice, nice. And I was going to tell you guys, well, so 64% on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.1 out of 10. 95% like this movie for Google users. So, hey, I see you. Like I said, it was a solid 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. And but my Pokemon bias says 10 out of 10. But my reviewer bias, obviously I gotta be a little realistic here. I can't, my bias for every movie. Well, granted, I've only done 2 movie reviews, this and Endgame, but obviously there's my bias of being a fan is 10 out of 10, and there's my enjoying bias, but whatever. A lot of biases in this world, huh? I feel like most kids' movies but at the same time, at least this wasn't bad. Like, realistically, I know, and I'm probably gonna get shit on from any Gen 1ers in chat. I know, people enjoy the first Pokemon movie, the animated one, but that got bad ratings from critics. Let's actually see. The ratings on that. It was bad. Okay, 6.1 out of 10 on IMDb, but that's users. 15% on Rotten Tomatoes, 35% on Metacritic. Because, it might be nostalgic. That's actually a bad story. You watch it, it's like pretty damn bad. It's like, nostalgia aside, it's not that good of a story. But this one actually at least had a pretty enjoyable story. Yeah, if we're gonna go with, it wasn't the most obviously detailed story, but it is a kids movie at the same time. But yeah, kids movies will, because then of course the adults who watch it want to know if they're gonna get entertained too or not. So that's why they'll look at the reviews. But like I said, my reviews can't always be trusted. I've liked some movies that got shit on. I like Grown Ups too. There were some funny parts, man. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, dude. So when the Apom swallowed the Argas, yes. They actually look. That was probably a more terrifying scene than the Charizard, because at least that scene had me wondering, how's the main character gonna get out of this? How are they gonna get out? But yeah, but the Charizard did look cool when it swallowed the Argas, but then that Gyarados in that scene later on. The Gyarados in that scene later on was sick. That was really cool. When leaving the movie was if Mewtwo can actually do that, right? There was a lot of things like, is Psyduck's headache really that crazy? Hey, Pre-Bowls No Play says, okay, GTG, get ready for school. Hey, thanks for joining. Hope you have a great one. So Mewtwo is a clone of Mew. Yup. Literally the name Mewtwo, the number 2. Which I remember when my mind was blown. Like when I was younger, it's literally, I thought the name Mewtwo sounded awesome. Like it was just a name. And then I realized it's literally Mew number 2. I was like, oh wow. It's like Zapdos. Zap for electricity, number 2. Arctic, Uno. And then what else? Mol, like molten, Tress. It's like, are you kidding me, man? I thought these names were so beast when I was younger. But yeah, Mewtwo. Like, oh wow. Or, these scientists were really creative. But yeah, that's a couple things with the name. I'm trying not to move. I don't have a bunch of diseases that cause me to move. Gyarados or Onix. Isn't Onix bigger? Yeah, Onix is longer. Onix is definitely longer. I'd be curious on that. But I actually want to check. See, we have computers that allow us to research. AKA, instead of me curious on it, I was right. So Onix is 28'10". Gyarados is 21'4". Link Hyrule Rivera is also here. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. This is made by us Immune, some human techniques. Yup. Exactly. You got that one right. You got that right. This is but yeah, the Apom swallowing the gas is terrifying. I mean, realistically, no, that wasn't a shot on you. That was just me being like, instead of wondering, I'm gonna look this up, because I hate how some people say like, oh, what's the answer, or what does this mean? And then someone will respond, you can Google that. But it's like, sometimes it's easier to understand if someone explains. Granted, this height thing is not something to be explained, but I'm saying, like, I hate that. Like, I used to say that, oh, just, I used to think that. But I'm like, no, that's stupid. Sometimes it's just easier having someone, if it's something you don't know about, it's easier. You're being serious. Fair enough. Well, I'm still, how I feel still stands. I've got people say that. I saw it on Saturday. What about you? When did you see it? Or did you see it? Well, I'm assuming so. I threw a hand. Did you? I wouldn't have noticed. All right. Who's bigger? Gyarados or I don't know. The Greninja's attacking them. That was a pretty. No, yeah, how the Greninja had the chick. I'm trying to remember her name. Yeah, that was actually pretty crazy. And the Torterras. You know, like the scene said, that, you know, they're trying to make the Torterra. You know, trying to make Torterras larger, right? I forgot about that. And then, you know, like I ended up like, okay, cool. But I ended up forgetting about that later. Should have noticed that was foreshadowing. When that earthquake happened after Psyduck's headache. Number one, I said already, but like, you know, there's a reason why one part when the ground was going like this, you know, I was thinking that looked like Inception. One of my friends even said it aloud too. So I'm like, thank you. I'm not the only one. And then, of course, it's made by Legendary, which also took part in Inception. And the bastards are big enough, right? Right? You know, that scene, though there were a couple parts that, like I said, did say it, like, in my mind, looked a little fake. But, I mean, not in my mind. I'm sure in everyone's mind. But for the majority, especially the ground moving and the Torterras, when they got up the ground, that was insane. That was insane. But what was it? Oh, yeah. So, there's, you know, like I said, kids' movies, they don't want to have, like, super confusing stories. But there were some parts, obviously, that made me wonder a few things. But, honestly, it was a great movie. It was kind of weird. I'm sure there were other people my age. I didn't notice. I knew because I saw it during the day on a Saturday per one of my friends' requests. And because he likes to hang out more early, and I'm like, okay, cool. So we had a row of us guys, you know, in our 20s, and then it's a bunch of guys in our 20s. And apparently, one dude is a friend of a friend is in their 30s. Hey, never too old to be a Pokemon fan. And then you know, there's a bunch of like little kids in theaters, and then there's a row full of a bunch of people in their 20s. It was hilarious. I'm sure there were others. I just don't remember. Yes. No. I didn't. At first, I thought the R meant Team Rocket. But then later on, when the R meant... What's the name of the gas? I have that here. I had it here. Let's see if I can find it. The gas... the R. I guess... Well, no. It was just the R. Yeah. Right? It was just the R gas. So I guess that could mean Team Rocket. But, you know, being that Team Rocket was never mentioned... There were no... Unless someone noticed anything that I didn't, please speak up. I didn't notice anything that gave away any clues to Team Rocket. However, it'd be cool. It would have been cool. Like, I was looking up. Like, I seriously thought, at first, like, once I saw the R, I'm like, that's Team Rocket. Okay, I see it. That's Team Rocket. Exactly, Marcus. No Pokemon shame at all. None at all. One of my friends was 29. He was also in the movie with me. One of my other friends was 20. Also in the movie with me. And I hope Pokemon lasts longer than me. Hell yeah. I got into Pokemon pretty much when it came out, but I didn't play my game until a few years after. Gonna need heavy balls for those Pokemon, right? No, yeah, facts. That makes me wonder, like, could you have caught those? Like, imagine sending it out in battle. Like, it just destroy everything. That's a great question. Though. Like, being that those are actual Pokemon technically, could you have caught them? Could you have caught them? Like, I would have totally... Imagine just... Okay, just down. Like, and what if one of them just throw a Pokeball down at the ground? Boom. Wouldn't that Torterra disappear for a few seconds until leaving the ball? And then that's a whole bunch. And then I guess they would fall to their deaths, but a lot of unanswered questions. No, because any Pokemon can fit in a Pokeball. So, I mean, that doesn't mean they could get captured with a Pokemon, you know, but they would disappear into the Pokeball for a bit. Probably, like, super quick because, again, they're huge Torterras, so they would escape right away, but makes you wonder even, like, legit if, because they're so huge, if a Master Ball is not 99.999% anymore. Did you feel sad when Cubone was crying? When Cubone... I mean, when I found the one comment that I found was like, what was it? Oh, it's weird, or I forgot the exact quote, so forgive me, I'm not good with quotes. So like, oh, it's weird that you wear your mom's skull on your head or something like that, or it's cool that you do that. I forgot what it said. I was laughing. I thought that was funny. When Cubone was crying, was Cubone crying? I don't even remember. I guess I did. I guess not, because I don't even remember that. I'll take your word, but I'd be upset. Like, I guess I did. I don't know why I would forget that. I know when the Ditto transformed into a Cubone later, I'm like, ooh, the symbolism. The symbolism. You're 22 and you still love Pokemon? Hey, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Don't ever be ashamed. Don't ever be ashamed of what you like within reason. I always say within reason because there are some things to be ashamed about to like. That's a discussion for another day. But Pokemon is not one of those things. Pokemon is not. I don't, like, you know, there are how do I call it? There are people who what's that called? I don't know. There are people who judge what you like, and those are the ironic thing is usually when people judge you for liking something, you know, you like Pokemon, that's awesome. Ironically, the people that judge you are usually pretty big losers. How do I know that? Because I've seen that. Believe me. Yeah, it was Cuban Chase. That guy. Oh, it was funny. The whole movie, like I said, that whole movie was funny. It was enjoyable. That was one thing. It kept me laughing. Say something. Well then. Hey, Cher's awesome. Hey, I don't judge. It's music. I don't judge. I like Cher. My dad actually went to a Cher concert with my mom. Years ago, way before I was born. I like Cher. I like "Do You Believe in Love." I think that's a great song. Yeah, I'd be the. If I'm right, we blasted that when I was with my brother on the way back down to my place. Yeah, no, Cher's great. That's the thing. Like, you know, don't ever be ashamed of what you like. Again, within reason. If you like some illegal stuff, you might have to consult yourself or a psychiatrist or something. But that lick it tongue lick the man, they felt this scene was almost crossing the line. Oh man, that's the thing about the Pokemon company and stuff, that sometimes they'll go a little too childish. I like that this movie had a lot of adult lines and a lot of adult things, and they actually was like, you know what? We can make this one for the kids and the adults, and that was great. What do you think about which person take the paper of? Wait, which person take the paper of the dad? Like, wait, are you talking about the girl in the movie? How she? Oh wait, which person takes the paper of the dad? What do you mean takes the paper of the dad? What do you mean? But that's the way to cause confusion. So I got yeah. I didn't even think about that, but not even that. The scene was all random. It was random. I was like, okay, but it was funny. But I know some people might say it's a cliche, like, oh, character in a bad spot has something annoy him or whatever. But it was funny. It was funny. It wasn't crossing a line. Then again, I cross the line at times, so I guess I'm the wrong person to judge if something is crossing the line or not. But no, that was honestly, it was great. It was great. And I'm glad if you guys, you know, also with the discussion as well, in case like I forget something, you know, you guys help me remember as well. As far as Pokemon that are also in Smash, there was no that are also in Detective Pikachu. So Pichu wasn't there. Ivysaur wasn't there. Lucario or Incineroar. Actually, Incineroar would have been cool. Line stuck. Well then, Incineroar would have been cool to see in live action. I don't know how they would have done it. Incineroar is so, I want to say human like, but it's bipedal. I don't know how they would have done it, but it still would have been cool to see. Maybe not, or maybe there's a reason why they didn't. Maybe there's a reason why they didn't do it. Because then the drawings and stuff after that would be, who knows. Yeah, no, the Incineroar though, it grew on me. I used to actually did not like Incineroar, but then again, I guess that's most people. Everyone seems to hate Incineroar. Arcanine would be really cool to see. Facts, that'd be really cool. But yeah, like I told you guys, this I'm glad I had actually, you know, decent ratings and much higher ratings than the original Pokemon, the first movie. I'm glad Mewtwo was in there, and that's what made the movie more exciting. Hell yeah. And like I said, Mewtwo being good was awesome. They made Mewtwo good. That's awesome. It's better than, I was going to say better than Mewtwo being bad, but hey, I don't care if Mewtwo's bad, but it's just like Mewtwo's a Pokemon you would expect to be bad. Was Arcanine in the movie? Which part? I'm trying to remember. Like, I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just trying to remember. Because that's cool. Oh, yeah. I thought that was cool. That, you know, that Ryan Reynolds was his dad. What's that called? Yeah, he was 5 minutes in the movie, but there's a reason why they didn't show any pictures of the dad until you see Ryan Reynolds, was because they wanted that to be a plot twist. It was a good plot twist. It actually was. Was it really a police Pokemon? Gee, I didn't even notice. Alongside Growlithe and Golurk. Let me just, because Golurk is one I forgot what it looks like, so let me see what Golurk looks like. Oh, okay, I remember Golurk. That's another one that I forgot the name. Okay, so I remember Golurk in the movie. I guess I was so amazed by how Golurk looked, I didn't even notice the other ones. Okay, that's cool. So I guess because I saw Golurk and I was like, holy crap! You know, I thought it was so cool. So I guess because of that, I didn't even notice the others. But they did well. They put a huge variety of Pokemon in the movie. They did a really good job with that, seriously, and I'm glad about that. I also like that Jigglypuff singing doesn't put like everyone to sleep, because like that I know you had still put one person to sleep, but they were up close. Like, at least that's more realistic. Like, I don't know if Jigglypuff could just put everyone in a room to sleep. I don't know how. I know it's what it's supposed to do, but in live action, I don't know if that works. You know what I mean? I don't know if that works. Gengar vs. Blastoise underground battle, that was sick. That was a sick. Look, the underground battle scene was cool. They had Diplo. Diplo was in that scene as the DJ. I'm like, as soon as I saw the DJ, I'm like, I guarantee you that's a famous person. I guarantee you that's a famous person. And I see in the credit, Club DJ or something DJ was Diplo. I'm like, I should have known. Yeah, no, I'm like, I guarantee you they used a famous DJ. Diplo has appeared as cameos as DJs in other movies, like 22 Jump Street. So I should have known. I don't know what Diplo looks like. I always forget. So I should have known. That Charizard fighting Pikachu. That was cool. And then of course, but later on, Pikachu beating Mewtwo was cool. Pikachu also popping the balloons. Also, that one scene of Pikachu that you see Pikachu right on top of the Pikachu balloon, that's iconic, man. That was iconic. 100%, no doubt, an iconic scene. We can't even talk trash about that. Oh, man. Oh, it was definitely a good movie. Definitely a fun movie. Definitely a movie I'm happy to review. Happy to have it reviewed with you guys as well. One thing I want to tell you guys real quick is I actually have, hopefully I can release it this week because this is gonna be a list video that I've never done before, and I'm trying to do the crazy videos right now that hopefully these ideas, like, they sound good on paper, so hopefully I can make them work, and hopefully I have this video out this week. I am gonna do probably another stream or two this week. I think it'll be fun. And we are gonna definitely do more. I think they showed red and yellow in this. Oh, but it will break out all our hype. Fair enough. But I did like that there was a poster of Sinnoh. So all the regions, I guess, are are canon. So that was cool. All the regions are canon. So that was definitely very cool on that. So I was really, really happy about that. So they showed red, yellow in the Sinnoh tournament. And can you imagine though if they somehow showed, I guess, red in the movie? How, I don't know. Can you imagine though? You make it to the stream this week. Awesome, man. I hope everything is going well for you. I'm gonna try to see if I can have a long stream sometime this week. I know this weekend I'm gonna be in Miami again, probably for the last time for a while, because my cousin, it's his birthday, so I want to celebrate with him. He invited me. My cousin invited me. Yay! I would hope my cousin would invite me, but my cousin invited me to celebrate his birthday with him. So I think it'll be fun. He's turning 33, right? Yeah. Much older than me, but hey, we're cool. We're close. And so I think it'd be nice. Plus, I don't spend much time with him as we used to. We used to hang out all the time. So yeah, no, we'll definitely hang out for sure this that weekend. But so that's what's gonna go down as well, guys. And this was definitely a fun stream. And if you guys want to continue any discussion in the comments after the fact, that'd be awesome. Another thing as well is, let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead, and it was definitely a fun stream. I wasn't sure how this would do. Like I said, I've done this is only my second movie review, so I think like big movies or movies that I am very hyped for, I'll do movie review streams for. Like I did for Endgame. This is my second one I've done, and they're fun. Of course, as you guys know, spoilers. Maybe I'll put spoilers in the beginning of the title, but I think everyone knows. You know, obviously, if it's a review stream, it's gonna be spoilers. And you know, we'll definitely have some more of those. I don't know what the next big movie is that I might review, but I don't know what the next. Well, I guess Far From Home. I don't know when that one comes. That comes out in June, right? And Toy Story 4 comes out soon. Man, we'll probably be having some. We'll see if I do. Dark Phoenix, yeah. I'm sure I'm gonna like Dark Phoenix. It does look good. And if I like it, I'll do it. I think another thing will be I have to enjoy the movie because, well, then again, I guess it would still be. Some people might find it entertaining if I'm just complaining the whole time. Yeah, we'll see. Regardless, though, yeah, I do want to see Dark Phoenix. It does look good. Yeah, if there's any movie you want me to review, to do a stream review, you guys can let me know anytime. And movie reviews is something I'm thinking about doing more of. So, of course, they're shorter streams than usual. And, yeah, the new Aladdin. I might do that. I wasn't super hyped for it, so I'll debate on it if I feel more hyped for it or not. But, however, yeah, I'm in no rush to see that on opening weekend, but if I see it on opening weekend and I really like it, I guess I'll do a review for it. That'd be cool. Yeah, anytime you guys want to. This is something I'd like to do more on my channel. So if you guys ever want to, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. I just was, not big on it, but it does look good. I'm sure it'll definitely bring me nostalgia for sure because I have seen the original. So yeah, anytime, any movie you guys want me to review, you can let me know anytime. And we'll do a stream for it. If that's something I want to do for sure, it'll be fun. It'll definitely be a fun thing and something new I'm trying to bring to the channel along with more consistent videos. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. I think I might be live tomorrow, if not the next day, but we'll do one for sure. All right, see you, Link. Have a good one. I'll talk to you guys next stream. Peace.